What's up, guys? Time to show off a build. This will be available tonight in the event. I've been messing around with some chemicals that a buddy recommended and was able to turn a stainless steel case into almost like a blued. And that was the original version. So I'm trying to see what all I can do with it, and it's really sidetracked my day. But I'm working with it. I keep polishing it so that I'm trying to get like more of a blued look to it. But apparently it's going to change a little bit over time too. So I want to see what it does before I know what I'm going to do with them. But that's what's been sidetracking me. So back to this kick-ass Kraken build. So we've got a lasered Kraken dial that, when lasered, kind of gave off some blues, some browns. This is lasered steel. And it gave a real cool look with it, so I went with a brown leather to go with that. So this is in a 170 brushed case. These are the more expensive cases. These take like special edition from the company I get these from. They're nicer builds around it. They come with like a signed crown, a cool exhibition, or not an exhibition, but like a solid case back, and a stainless steel movement holder. I can't use the crown, so I have to get rid of the crown. I can't use the case back, so I get rid of the case back. But, you know, it gets me at this case, which is the whole point. So a little bit more expensive, but still a 41 millimeter, but it's a larger presentation. So brushed case. We have this on a coin bezel with a custom lasered bezel insert, a nice distressed brown style to go with that dial. Did a set of thin silver hands with a Mariner seconds hand, a Kraken engraved crown, large window exhibition case back. I have a couple of these and I thought, you know what, that looks cool on here. So stainless steel movement holder in there, signed rotor, and an oversized exhibition case back. It's still low profile, but I thought that would look really cool. And then this is on one of Jonathan Gillespie's custom made straps. We have super nice, like, I don't know, probably waxy crazy horse leather, and then what you'd typically see on the back side of the leather. Top piece done in that, and this combo together looked so good on this watch since it kind of gives you a color shift. So I just paired those together. Whomever gets it will agree. Can't always capture well on the camera, but the look and the feel of this is awesome. And then a brushed preview buckle. So that is the build. If it is going to you, congrats, you got something pretty cool. Bezel on this will turn left, it'll turn right. I got it on there fairly tight. It is a tension ring bezel. Guess I'm going to need to get new batteries here. But backside loomed. So it's lasered out steel and then backside loomed. Automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, wear it, put it in a watch winder, but if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you back the crown off. And so you hear it and feel it clicking, and you know you're off the crown tube, and begin to wind. And a wind is a turn away from you. Turning it towards you doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth with this. If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you will keep time throughout the day. And if you do this something closer to 15-20 seconds, you're going to max out your 31 plus hour power reserve on this. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry about that. When you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it to the 1 and only click. And you can now set your time. It does not have a hacking movement, so don't worry about that. You'll also notice you've got a wobble crown. This deflects lateral pressure from going into that stem and into the movement. So when you're pushing and prying on it, you are not putting any adverse pressure in the keyless works or into the movement. Okay, Google, what time is it? 3:34 p.m. When you're good, you're going to push it over, get it out of that time setting, and then wind it down. And that is the build. If it's going to you, congrats. I hope you like it. Sorry about that. I've got the window open because I was airing out that chemical smell that I was dealing with there. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. The wife did a killer set. It has some almost some brown mermaid beads in there, which look freaking killer. And this is going to come in a silver Kraken box. This will come with watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts. So everything here in the center, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, along with a microfiber. Yours will be gray. It won't be a white one. I only have like 2 of those left. And I don't know who's going to get them. Just whatever watch I sell next. And then you're also going to get some leather conditioner. This is good on all this leather here to make sure it stays perfectly soft. Apply it on the front and the back, remove any excess, and a little bit will go a long way. This will just keep this perfectly pliable. Shouldn't ever need it, but if you do, apply it on the back first. That's where you're wanting a good, nice, soft feel. And then lastly, I don't have the tube. I have a bunch of tubes that I just got in that I have to fill and label, but you're going to get some fine scratch remover. Just pretend I'm holding it. It's a nice brown color. It's like a poly watch, and it's for your acrylic glass. And if you get a scratch in that glass, you would apply a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of this on there, and then use your color matching, because it's also brown, microfiber, and buff it out. So you would go back and forth, filling the scratch with it, make sure it stays in there, haze it, buff it out. If the scratch is still there, wait a little bit, come back and revisit it, and keep building that level of plastic back up in the acrylic glass. So that is the build. If it's going to you, congrats. You got a pretty cool watch, and I hope you love it. So thank you for the support. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.